Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this video. First, subscribe. I got me a new toy right here. It's the EverStart Maxx. It's a jump starter with air compressor and power supply. Okay, we're gonna go a little closer right here. And the reason I got this is because they have this 110 outlet. And like I said, as a CWI certified welding inspector, you're gonna need 110. And in my Tundra, it don't have that inverter. But I think it's in the Ford, and it's not even in this Dodge right here. Like I said, I'm leasing this Dodge. I'm turning it in today and get my Tundra because somebody hit me. So that Dodge did not have that 110 receptacle, so I had to get me a portable one there at AutoZone. I picked one up. But we're gonna unbox this and test it out. It looks pretty good. It says right here, it's got 1200 amp peak battery, jump start, 500 watt for AC power, 120 PSI, and 3.1 for charging your phones or anything. And this 500 watts, it's not much, but you can charge your computers, and you can use run a fan, lights, maybe small power tools, but we're gonna try it out and see what it's capable of doing. So let's unbox this and see what we got. But let's see how much this thing weighs. Put this on. 16.4 pounds. Okay, this is straight out the box. So let me just hit this power right here and see what happens. Oh, it looks like it's fully charged. As you can look at there, I'm gonna click it again. And I haven't read any of the manual yet. It's like 12.7 volts. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the charger. I know most of these things you need to put on the charger before you start using them. So let me go ahead and charge it up for a few hours. All right, I'm gonna plug this in and let it charge. Only thing you have to do is just go to the back and just slide this down. Take your extension cord, turn it that way, and just plug it in. When you plug it in, see I got that plugged in, you're gonna see your light where it says it's charging. So it's 12.9. Remember I showed you out there it was 12.7, so it's charging. All right, I'm gonna come back in a few hours and we're gonna get this thing a test. I guess when it stopped charging, it probably stopped moving up and down. Probably won't see that move up and down. But like I said, I haven't read the instructions. I'm bad at reading instructions. I like to just try to figure stuff out on my own, but sometimes it's good to read instructions. So I'll save you guys that time so you don't have to worry about the instructions. I do this stuff for you. Sometimes it's easier to see people do it than to read it out of a book. Okay, first we're gonna do a jump start. We're gonna jump start this vehicle. I'm gonna show you how to use it. Make sure everything is off on this EverStart Maxx. No power is on. First, what you wanna do is take your positive. And you take your positive, locate your battery, and you wanna put it on first. As you can see, I'm gonna zoom in right there, that's the battery. Make sure you got a good connection. You see how I put that on? I got a good connection here. And then what you want to do is find the chassis, any metal piece. And I use this piece right here, but if you can't find nothing to connect it to, just go ahead and connect it to your negative terminal. But if you can find a frame, you just connect it here. Once you connect it, you come over here and you turn, hit this where it says jump start on, push it, and that's what you should show on your, you see your negative and positive. And when you get ready to jump it, you hit this button right here, and you see right there how that's blinking, it's ready to jump. So we're not going to jump it right now. I'm going to show you something if you reverse the polarity. So I'm going to hit this button again and it turns the jump off. So So let's see what happened if we reverse these terminals. I'm gonna take this off and take this off, and I'm gonna put it on the positive on the negative. And I'm gonna take this negative and put it on the positive. Let me slide this down, and I'm gonna put that on the positive. See what happened? You hear the beeping? And this is what's gonna show. That means I got the polarity reverse. And if I hit this start, it won't do anything. That means, hey, I got my negative on my positive on my negative. Okay, now we fit to go ahead and jump start this vehicle. First, always put your positive on first. Your plus, find your battery. And come over here, you see the positive, and connect that. Make sure you got a good connection. Make sure it's not on no plastic or anything. We got a good connection. And take your negative, like I said, find a spot on your frame where it's grounded. And if you can't find a spot, just use your negative terminal. So I'm gonna go ahead and ground it here. Once that's done, you wanna come over here. And I'm gonna zoom in. You see where it says jump start on off? See if I can get this in the frame. You wanna hit it. This is what should be displayed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this jump start button. You see how it's blinking there to the right? We're gonna start this vehicle up. Okay, once it's jump started, what you wanna do is take your negative off first. Disconnect the negative terminal. Once you disconnect the negative terminal, you want to disconnect your positive terminal. That's it. That's how you jump start. Okay, we're going to check out the air compressor. Say this Infinity, my son Infinity. First, you need to determine how much air is needed. You open the door and you look over here to the bottom. And I see right here it's 33 pounds, the front and the back. So I'm gonna put 33 pounds in there. So the first thing what you wanna do, just take this cap off right here. Once you take the cap off, you take your air line and just screw it on there. Go clockwise. You might hear a little air come out, but that's okay. Once you do that, and don't get it too tight, just on there snug, you come over here, and right here where you see air, I'm gonna zoom in, you push that button. Once you push that button, you can hit the plus or minus. You see it was at 50, 51. I'm gonna get it down to 33. Or you can hold it and it'll go down. Oh, that was too fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 34. And once you do that, you hit the air again and it's gonna start pumping. Okay, once it finished, the pump will turn off. So it's right at 34 and the pump went out. So the only thing you have to do now is just unscrew this. And that's it. You got 34 in there. See this AC power and hit it again. And in 10 seconds, this is gonna go off. The display screen will go blank. There you go. Okay, we fixed to try the AC power now. You saw we already jumped the car off. We did a jump start on the car, and we also used it to put air in this tire. So now we're gonna see how it will run with these this fan. We're gonna try this fan. Gonna try the grinder and we're gonna try a shop vac. And I've already tried a computer. That's not wattage. It works great, the computer. So first, let's try this fan. And this is, like you said, this wattage is 500 watts. So it'll run lights and maybe a fan, a few small things, but I just want to try it out with this other stuff. So first, what you want to do is just hit your power, turn it on. And you hear that the AC is on. And look at your plug. It's only one way to fit. You got one end that's bigger than the other. So this side is bigger. So you want to turn it and put it in there. So once we got it connected, let's start off with the small setting. We're gonna go with 1. Okay. All right, it's blowing. It's on the low setting. Let's try 2. It's good for this fan so far. Let's try 3. All right, it's running this fan. Let me rotate it, see what happens. The rotation. It's working pretty good on the fan. All right, so I'm gonna unplug the fan. I don't know how long it's gonna run. I probably could do another video on that later, but it's throwing out a little air. So it is working. That 110 is working with the fan. It feels good out here, especially in Houston. So now I'm gonna try this wet vac. I don't think it'll work with this wet vac, but we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna plug it in. All right, we got it plugged in. And I'm gonna hit the power. Nah, it didn't work. You see how it went out? So I'm gonna turn it off and reset it. Turn it back on. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna turn the power on. I'm gonna turn the power on. Okay, I'm gonna look at the screen once I turn it on. You ready? Here we go. That's it. So you can't run a wet vac with this thing, not with 500 watts. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug the grinder in. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kick right off because that grinder is gonna pull too much. You ready? Oh, that's very strange. Wow, it's running a grinder. I didn't think it would. Yeah. That was kind of strange. It do run a grinder. Let's try that wet vac. It may be something going on with my wet vac. And it could be because it has a ground on it. Not for sure. Let's try this wet vac again. Wet vac plugged in. I'm gonna turn it on. You ready? Oh, kicked off. As you can see, it ran the grinder and it runs my fan and it also runs the computer. So I think this is a pretty good setup right here. So if you want to purchase one of these, just look in the description below. And thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel and have a great day.